Aloha! What is happening, everybody out there in Facebook, YouTube world, thrifters, eBayers alike? What is going on? It is I, Jason T. Smith, the Big Kahuna. What is happening? Hello, everybody in the Thrifting Board, the Secret Beach, and the fans of Thrifty Business. What is happening? What's going on? How is your afternoon? Are you listing stuff? Are you selling stuff? What's going on? I've had some crazy week this week. Like I'll have like crappy sales. I had crappy sales over the weekend, and I had a killer Monday. Monday I did like $425 in sales, and yesterday wasn't so good. And then today was shaping up pretty well, selling a bunch of stuff. So it's been one of those weird weeks. I'm sure the Super Bowl has something to do with crappy weekend sales, but hey, you just keep on trucking. What's happening, everybody? Grace, Diane, Witch, Bobby, what is happening? So the reason I'm doing this quick video is wanted to talk about I've got some upcoming classes, and we got Thrifty Business tonight, 9 p.m. on the East Coast, 6 p.m. on the West Coast, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let's talk about the classes. And so while I'm talking about the classes, I'm going to be showing you a video we did a class in Vegas. I called it the Thrift class on steroids because I had myself and 5 other instructors, and we took a class of 50 around a Savers, and it was pretty epic. We are going to be doing this again coming up in conjunction with eBay Open. But right now I'm talking about my 2 thrift classes that are coming up around the country, and there are more to come. So if you're interested in taking a thrift class, stay tuned to these channels, my YouTube channel, the Thrifting Board, the Secret Beach, any place you can find me. They will be announced everywhere. I'm pretty much doing a tour. So first stop is in 2 weeks, or a week and a half actually, is 2 dates in LA. I am speaking, I'm doing 2 classes and a speech. And so on February 20th in the afternoon, we're doing a classroom type class where we're going to actually sit for 4 hours, and we're going to go through every single thing from start to finish, soup to nuts, A to Z, that you need to know to be a good thrifter and eBayer. We're going to start with both those things you should be on the lookout for. We're then going to go into, so now that you've found stuff at the thrift store, we're going to go into how to take quality pictures, then how to get up a good listing, have good terms of service. Then we're going to talk about getting them sold and getting them shipped. And the shipping is a big deal because I know a lot of you struggle with shipping. So I'm going to have boxes. I'm going to have bubble wrap, packing materials. We're going to ship. Now, this is what you're seeing on the screen right now. This is the classroom class setting part of it. So I'm going to be doing that for 4 hours on Monday. And that is $129 for that class. Now, following that class for free is the SoCal e-commerce sellers group meetup. And we are doing that at 6 o'clock. And that for that speech, I'm going to be talking about flipping tiki items and spot the quality item. I'm going to have 6 different types of items, 5 examples each of those items. And I want the audience, you guys, to tell me what's good and what's not so good. So that is February 20th in the nighttime. Now, on February 21st, I am doing a thrift store class. So kind of like the parts where you saw us walk through the thrift store. So when you saw me talking with people about the cassettes they were holding and the linens and stuff, I'm going to take you through the entire thrift store, except the kids' clothes, because I don't know nothing about kids' clothes. And we're going to go section by section. I'm going to be teaching you the good to buy, and more importantly, the things you need to skip. You don't want to buy stuff that's not going to give you a decent return on your money. So we're going to go through every section, and that was the video. And the bonus, especially for this class, is my good friend Kim Gordon is joining us. And luckily, Kim is a girly girl. Although I call myself big girl, Kim is a girly girl. And so she's going to help out in like the purse section, the women's shoe section, the dress section. And what's nice is when I'm doing a class with another instructor, this time it's Kim, I'll take you to one section to start. While I'm starting, she'll go to the shoe section, kind of pick through it, get things ready. Then I'll send you guys over to the shoe section. She'll go over the good finds and dish them out because everything we find goes to the people in the class. While she's in shoes, I'm going to go through media. I'm going to pick through it. So we're not spending a ton of time looking through a lot of losers, but I'm going to pick through it, find the best, explain why it's the best, show you how to tell it's the best, and then show you the losers, things that you should not buy. So we'll go back and forth through the store the entire time. So that is February 21st. That class is $149. If you want to take both classes, there is a discounted rate of $199. So the link is down below this video. If you see it says LA Thrift Classes Info and then a link, just click on that link. It'll take you to all the details of the classes and links to pay to get signed up. Now, if you got any questions, feel free to message me. But, you know, it's going to take what you know already and take it to the next level. I did the classroom class for the first time in Atlanta last fall. Sold out room. They had a blast. Everyone had a blast. Tons of learning. And, you know, the shipping part is one of the best parts because I have a new assistant. So I have not had to say the words out loud how to ship. And here's the difference. So when I'm teaching her about regular priority and I'm teaching her about flat rate priority and regional box priority, saying the words out loud, it sounds like the most ridiculous thing ever. The way it's been set up by the USPS, and I'm not really bagging on them, but I kind of am a little bit. It's crazy. And when you're teaching somebody new, it sounds almost like a foreign language. And so some of you who aren't new still struggle with when or how do I use a regional box? When or how do I use a large flat rate box? Excuse me for a second. Is this a package or thick envelope? So those are things we're going to go over. Now, we're going to really go over a specific type of shipping called FOMO. And FOMO stands for Freely Overcoming Mug Obstacles. And what I teach people is you can take a tiki mug and safely ship it in this padded flat rate envelope, which only costs $6.90 to ship anywhere in the United States, including Alaska, including Hawaii, including Guam, including American Samoa, including Puerto Rico, including U.S. Virgin Islands. $6.90, and it will get there in one piece. You ship this in a box, it's going to be like $12. You ship it in here, it's going to be like $6.90. So not only am I going to demonstrate it, we're going to have a race. Yeah, see right there in the chat, Christy Harris said, FOMO changed my life. Oh, Diane Matthews said, the classes are great. It's well worth the time to go to one. Thank you, Diane. So great to hear. Kim is saying FOMO races. Yep, Kim, my fellow instructor for this class, these classes, we're going to do FOMO races. So we're going to teach you how to FOMO, for instance, a coffee mug or a tiki mug. And then we're going to have you guys all race and give it a whirl. Because I can do it really fast. I've done 1,000, at least 1,000, maybe 2,000. Those who are new to it are going to struggle a little bit, but I'm going to show you how to do it. So you're going to get the big classroom class on the 20th and then the thrift store class on the 21st. You can sign up for either one or both. If you sign for both, you will get a nice discount. So $199 for basically 8 hours of instruction. And then after the thrift class, we will all go to lunch together. And we'll just grab someplace like a Chili's or a Fridays nearby and just sit down. That way we can just talk. If you got questions about what you just found, if you don't know how to ship something, how to list something, how to take pictures, I will answer any and all questions. If you want to know what's a good rum to put in your Mai Tai, I can tell you that too. Hey, Jay, I'm going to Montana for vacation. Are there any tiki bars? Yes, there is. Let me tell you all about it. Oh, Bobby said she loved thrifting on steroids. So thank you. Good to see people who have taken my class and they thoroughly have enjoyed it. So that is LA. That is coming up very soon, 20th and 21st. Follow the link down below or hit me up. I can get you more details, anything you need. Now, the second class is Kansas City, and that is also down below. I am one of the featured speakers at the Reseller Fam live event in Kansas City on March 9th and 10th. It is being co-sponsored now by eBay. There's going to be eBay representation there. It's going to be a great event. But I'm rolling in Wednesday night, so I can have a class Thursday morning, March 8th at 9 a.m. Same details as before. We're going to go through the thrift store. We're going to go section by section. We're going to find the good, leave the bad, but teach you what the good is and what the bad is to leave behind. Because I got to tell you, a lot of things are attractive that look good are not winners. Not winners at all. And so I can show you BOLOs, which means be on the lookout, things you look for. I can show you BOLOs and scores all day. But when I show you don't buy these, that's where it's going to work out. Now, if you watch Thrifty Business, my Thursday night YouTube show, you know that one of my segments is Duds of the Week. Because I don't care how long I'm going to do in this. In this case, I've been selling online for 18 years. I still make mistakes. And my 2 mistakes tonight, you'll laugh at both of them. So make sure you tune in tonight. So tonight, Thrifty Business, 9 o'clock East Coast, 6 o'clock West Coast. we are going to have a great show. We have I have Margaret Collier, Texas Gal Treasures, as my co-host this evening, and Margaret works heavily on Etsy. So when we talk scores and we talk eBay tips, she actually talks Etsy tips and a lot of her scores on Etsy. So we're gonna have a lot of Etsy talk tonight too. And our guest is Sean Brewer. Sean's got one of those crazy, like, get out of here stories. Sean had a job, got laid off from the job, took a job as a collection agency, was trying to collect monies owed on a laptop. The person who had the laptop pulled out a gun, almost ended Sean's life. Sean said, screw this, and went home, quit his job. And then he got home and went, crap, I don't have a job, and I got 2 little daughters, I got a wife. So by pure luck, that night, my TV show that used to be on Spike called Thrift Hunters was on that night. He saw Thrift Hunters and said, I can do that. And ended up starting to thrift, found my original Facebook group, and then moved to my new Facebook group, the Thrifting Board. And he is now a very successful online seller, a stay-at-home dad who makes enough money to pay the bills and take his kids on vacation, and loves watching his kids grow up. And there is no one putting a gun in his face when he sells used t-shirts on eBay. And that's why I'm having Margaret Collier co-host tonight, because she is a stay-at-home mom who is homeschooling her kids. And so she is able to work online and still be with her children and help them and raise them. And so I can't ever have those conversations because I don't have any kids. We can talk pugs, but I cannot talk children. So it's going to be a great show tonight. But do me a favor, if you're watching this video, if you're in my group, if you're on my YouTube channel, and if you've got somebody in Middle America, Kansas City, Missouri area, or LA, Orange County, SoCal area, let them know. Let them know that there's classes. Let them know that, hey, there's this guy, Jason, that I've been following. He's got a lot of good info, teaches you a lot of good stuff. The LA class is a little over half sold out, and so is Kansas City. And I expect them both to sell out. So do not hesitate. Get in now. So if you can do me a favor, share the link to this video with your friends who are also thrifters and eBayers. That would be awesome, because we're having a good time with these classes. Hey, Texas, what's happening? Karen, what's happening? Eric. Hey, Matt. Who else is in the chat right now? Brenda. I saw Brenda. Kim. Yeah, Kim's going to be, Kim's really good at purses. Kim gave a speech. We just did the Secret Beach cruise. Kim gave a speech on purses, and myself and a few other of the members went right out and found purses that she was talking about. So it's really, it's quite fun when you teach a group of people something and they immediately put it into action and find something and make some money. So I enjoy that. This is kind of new to Kim, but she's already tickled that just by saying words, people have found things to make them money. And, when you see people get successful from what you've taught them, there is no better feeling. There really, truly isn't. I did not set out to be a leader. I did not set out to be a teacher. Did not set out to be an instructor. Kind of fell in my lap that way, but I enjoy every minute of it because I enjoy everyone else's successes. I don't feel any of it's competition. I have taught people right in my own backyard. I got a friend of mine, Candace, who lives down the street. She's a member of the Thrifting Board and the Secret Beach. And before we knew each other, she had been learning from me about tiki stuff, and she keeps finding all these holy grail tiki things in town that if I didn't teach her, I might have found them, but I don't care. I've actually bought one of them off for her. I think there's plenty to go around for everybody. And I just, look, if I teach all of you so much, there's nothing for me to buy. That's cool. I'll go do something else. But it'll never happen. It'll never happen. So I love, hey, Wendy. Yeah, Kim, isn't it a great feeling when someone puts your words into action and makes money? It's so great. So Kansas City is March 9th. That is Kansas City, Missouri. But look, invest in yourself. Invest in your business. If you've got to travel a little bit, I've had people drive 13 hours to come take a class. And then people always go, Jay, why can't you come to me? Like I had someone complaining that I wasn't coming to Pittsburgh, but I was coming to Cleveland. It's 2 hours away. I have driven to LA and back in the same day, and that's 3.5 hours one way to do something. Invest in your business. Coming to one of my classes is an investment in your business that will be immediately paid for. The thrift store classes, I will guarantee you're going to take home $125, $149 worth of stuff to flip. And I meant to say that. I discounted the Kansas City class a little bit because it is kind of tied to the event. You don't have to go to both. But if you want to go to the other event and my class, I want to discount a little bit to make it a little more easy for you to adjust in your budget. But classes, education is a write-off on your taxes. So that's one thing. Secondly, no one ever leaves any of my thrift store classes without cartfuls of stuff, and usually it's cartfuls of stuff they have never seen before. Hey, Terry, what's happening? Yes, Kara, it is good karma to share. Yep. And then Texas wants to know when Dallas is happening. I don't have the exact dates, but end of March. End of March. I should hopefully know that soon this week. And then you'll see me around the country. So Dallas is coming up. Fort Lauderdale's coming up. Detroit's coming up. Probably back in my hometown of Cleveland to do a class. So if you live somewhat in, just easy driving distance, when I say easy, 3, 4, 5 hours, come get a hotel room, take the class. We'll have some fun. And if you're doing the event in Kansas City, we're going to be doing a tiki bar hangout. And usually when I travel to any city, we are going to be doing a tiki bar hangout. So it's fun. The cocktails are yummy. You don't have to drink. I have plenty of friends who don't drink for a variety of reasons. They still hang out at the tiki bar with us. But I'll teach you I'll give you some education about the tiki drinks. If you do like to drink, cool. I will definitely point you down a path of a yummy cocktail. So yeah. Denver, I want to get to Denver too. I haven't been to Denver in a long time, but I love thrifting and antiquing in Denver, so I will definitely get there. But the immediate future is a week and a half, LA, February 20th, 4-hour classroom class, then free speech that night, and then February 21st in the thrift store class. The classroom class is in the Seal Beach area, and the thrift store class is in the Torrance, Long Beach area, just to give you an idea if you can make it. I understand that LA traffic blows. I used to live there, so I fully understand. But like I said, it's a good investment in your business. Anyone in the chat right now can tell you that. Anyone on the Thrifting Board or the Secret Beach who's taken any of my classes, I would defy you to find anyone that did not find value in my classes, because I don't think there is a person out there. Everyone has been thoroughly enjoyed my classes, and they leave with full carts of hundreds of dollars of items. So even if you spend $149 on the class and say you only found $149 worth of goods that day, but now those goods are goods that are now in your brain and you can find again and again. So the next time you find one, boom, now you're in the gravy. Now it's just profit. So, and it's right off. It's a write-off. It's excuse me. It's continuing education for yourself. So down below, the links to Kansas City and the links to LA. And tonight, 9 o'clock East Coast, 6 o'clock West Coast, Thrifty Business, special co-host Margaret Collier, Texas Gal Treasures. We're going to have a good time, good tips. And what I like about my show is my thrifty tip last week became one of my scores of the week this week. So I love how that kind of happens. And then my being out thrifting last week turned into my duds this week. And I'll explain all that. But there'll be a lot of fun, a lot of good content, a lot of fun. We'll be drinking some rum, so tune in tonight. If you got any questions, hit me up. Thank you all who tuned in live, and then anyone else who watches after the fact, that's cool too. Yes, we are going to be doing the thrift class on steroids again with a whole new slew of instructors. So there'll be all kinds of fresh content this year. So if you are coming to eBay Open, there will be a big thrift class on steroids class the day before eBay Open. It'll be me and like 5 or 6 other instructors, and so you get a variety of different angles of stuff. So it's going to be epic. So yeah, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up if you like what you've seen. If you don't like what you've seen, hit the thumbs down twice. Really let me know you don't like it. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. There is tons of great content, all free for thrifters of all shapes, sizes, and levels. And with that, I will see you guys in 3 hours for Thrifty Business. Aloha!